Seeing how Svensson's going to go off will be crucial to this. See, the Swede was quickest to react there. She had a shorter compression and she really shot off. She is going to lead this race, no doubt about it, after 20 strokes. There's Frida Svensson with the blue headband.
And you know, Martin, this is exactly what we were looking for. We want somebody to wake this up, to break up the rhythm of the race and maybe give Karsten something to think about. But she's giving them all something to think about because they've all got to realise that Svensson is going to throw it down.
She is so confident here. She has sculled fantastically in her semi-final. She was nearly 2 lengths up on Obradovic at 500 metres, and she's really thrown the gauntlet down. There's no way that Karsten can just sit there and do her thing that she normally does. She's got to realise the challenge that's been thrown down to her by Svensson.
And Karsten, who usually likes to use the first quarter to find her rhythm and find her pace, is already at 35.
Yeah, 35 strokes a minute, and Svensson at 250 metres has got clear water. That's a very, very brave start. But, you know, I'm not surprised because she is so confident out here. She's really sculling with a passion. Beautiful slide motion forward, nothing disturbing that Filippi wing rigger boat as she comes through the water, and fantastic pace. And Natkova and Karsten so far in the first 500 left trailing.
Yeah, here is Mirka Natkova, formerly pretty useful 1500-meter runner, but in terms of kilos, she gives away quite a lot to Karsten. She was the silver medalist behind Karsten in Portugal, and Svensson was the bronze medalist. That's the most recent form these three have had, and you can see Natkova just on the far side there, who's been working with Katarina Normanova, the Czech Republic's 30-kilometer gold medal Olympian in cross-country skiing, who tried to help her with the psychological aspects of the race.
Yeah, 500 metres gone, and Frida Svensson not quite that clear water. The two big scullers, Karsten and Natkova, coming back. As we see Emma Twigg, she's not worried about bigger reputations. I think her days to come, maybe a bronze medal, the best she can hope for, and that'll be a fantastic result after a difficult season. Looking good. And eyes straight down the boat, not too worried about the leaders in front of her. Maybe she'll wait for Frida Svensson to come back towards the finish.
Yeah, Emma Twigg, you're absolutely right. There was a press conference yesterday for the single scullers. She chose to not go to that, to focus on what she believes is her first opportunity to be on that medal podium. As you said, she was very good in Bled at the World Cup, then got a mystery virus. She's at 31 strokes a minute. Nobody actually knows what, in fact, struck her down. But the happiness is that she's back and sculling really nicely on the far side.
She's had a look as well, and she's moving a little bit back on Karsten. There we see the Swede out in front. I think she is going to be tracked ever closer by Karsten and the Czechs, but that's off to Frida Svensson there. Let's take a look. Little wobbly as you go out into the middle of the lake. You're never quite sure in conditions where that wind is coming from. That could affect her style and her stroke rating. 32.5 strokes a minute. But she's experienced the rough conditions as she's been training here, and so the bows of that white Filippi, the Swedish boat, heading the field at the moment, and she's still looking good as we've got, what, 200 metres before the K.
Indeed, and Frida Svensson, who got a bronze medal in Eton 4 years ago, hoping to at least equal that, if not better it. And Natkova, I mean, Natkova, we tend these days to sort of almost overlook her and say, yes, OK, she's going to be there or thereabouts, and then Karsten or just cruise past her.
Twigg needs to look, doesn't she? She needs to look just to get that motivation to see where those sterns are. She's just getting a little bit off the back as we come through to the 1,000 metres. But, well, Svensson has eked out a greater lead over Karsten. Natkova has got a canvas up on Karsten, and so far they're clear of Emma Twigg, and Twigg's going to have to do something big in the third quarter, as we say. That's such a key part in these races.
I just wonder whether Frida Svensson's also taken a leaf out of Rumiana Nekova's book, because if you remember, Nekova also for Bulgaria, when she won the world title, she'd go out there and take on Karsten.
You've got to have confidence to do it, and Frida Svensson's been brimming with that over here. Now she's making this her own. Look at the cadence of it. I mean, she's such a mechanically efficient sculler. That's a beautiful compression, nothing wasted, and the timing of her slide arriving at the front of the boat and her blades going in is absolutely impeccable.
There's Napkova, there's Karsten. Karsten looked very cool in the semi-finals. It was very easy for her there, but this is the World Championship final. The pace is on now in this third quarter. This is where it's happening, and Karsten now beginning to move.
She hit the front in the semi-final from Napkova. She hit the front with 500 metres to go, and she's gradually moving back. There's still just one length, and Spencer's got in front. We can see the bows of that yellow Empacher, the reverse wing rigger, so favoured by the top scullers these days, the aluminium wing rigger, and Karsten is putting the strain through it to get through Napkova and on to Spencer, and she's eking out the lead. It may be that Karsten's going to hit the front with 400 metres to go.
Absolutely fantastic shot just before we could see the stern of Svensson with the accelerating scull there from Karsten, who's now...
I mean, she knows the challenge that's been set down by Svensson, but Svensson won't be overawed. She managed to have the fastest last 500 metres in a heat. She's got a good technique. She has pushed, but she has something more to offer.
Napkova in third place. Emma Twigg hoping that she might just in this last 500 maybe take on Napkova for the bronze medal, and that's Emma Twigg going for it now. Emma Twigg senses that she can get into that bronze medal position there, has a little look around, picks up Napkova. Napkova in trouble. Napkova's head bobbing around, uncertain, and Twigg now burning on the Czech now to try and take her scull into bronze medal position. Meanwhile, Karsten attacking Frida Svensson, and there is Twigg. There is the big move. Twigg, cool as a cucumber, waiting, letting them fight it out, and then moving forward.
Long strokes, and just around 32 strokes a minute. But Svensson is heading it, and Karsten's going to have to do something special, because Karsten's made a move, but I thought Svensson might have something in the last quarter, David.
Yeah, how exciting is this? And now it is Sweden leading Belarus, and then New Zealand, and then it's the Czech Republic, and Svensson, can she keep this going? Just had a little awareness there. Where am I? How much further to go? Is Karsten going to reel her in? Karsten having another go now. Twigg, not fearful of no one. She doesn't count reputations for anything. She'll have a go. She's having a go at Karsten now, believe it or not.
Sensational finish from the Kiwi, and she's had a low rate. There goes the rise from the Kiwi, and the rating's gone up. This is her charge for the finish, and the crowd, she knows she's going to hear them. She's up at 38, but Svensson could win this. An amazing finish for the singles.
And now Svensson leading Emma Twigg now. She said one day someone is going to topple Karsten, and now look at this, Twigg coming on, powder dry until now. And it's New Zealand challenging Sweden. What a finish here. And look at this in the women's single sculls. The world champion, the multi-world champion, now pushes it on. Karsten trying to put a burn in here to just grab and hold on to her title. Svensson tiring, she's given everything. Karsten coming back at her. But it's Svensson! Svensson has done it! Karsten takes silver, Twigg a brilliant bronze. What a fantastic race. What a feast of finals.
Unbelievable. That is amazing from Frida Svensson. I knew she was looking confident, but I had no idea that confidence extended to a tremendous scull. Emma Twigg, well, she's delighted with that finish, you know, got so close, but you know, in this race there was one